Today, we're going to talk about what science says actually makes us happy and why you might not like the answer.
Life is beautiful.
So last Thursday, we're taking a walk together, and it's a beautiful day. Springtime in New York is a sight to see. And everyone around us was in such a great mood, including ourselves.
Yep.
And then I remember turning to you and I said, you know what today is, right? And what'd you say?
Fuck it Thursday.
Yeah, it was fuck it Thursday, but what I really meant to say was Friday Junior, which is basically the same thing. What do we mean by fuck it Thursday?
Basically, it's what you're saying, Friday Junior. So we think that, back in the day when everyone worked a 5-day work week and you got to Friday, it was like, all right, time to ease off and get ready for the weekend. But now in this modern day that we live in post-COVID, it seems like that Thursday is the new Friday.
Yeah.
And people start to pull their foot off the gas on Thursday.
Yeah, I feel like in New York, especially once the weather starts getting nicer, because the winter is so brutal, once you hit springtime and you get that first 70-degree day, it's like the birds are chirping and the sun is out.
Made it through the darkness.
It's like, it's not just fuck it Thursday. It's like fuck it Monday, fuck it Tuesday. You'll see people on a Tuesday during lunchtime going to get a beer and they're just like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm enjoying myself in this beautiful weather.
I didn't know you were such a goody two-shoe. No beer for you, huh?
I used to be that guy that would say, screw it, I'm gonna enjoy myself, but I guess I'm getting old. I'm turning 30. And I don't know, I just feel like I wanted to make this episode because I feel like in my old age of almost 30, I'm learning that the easy way is a trap. And I have proof of it from that same day. It was a Thursday, like we said, and the weather was beautiful, and I was tempted to go and say fuck it myself, leave work early, basically. But I realized I didn't have all of my to-do lists completely checked off. I was still missing 2 recordings that I needed to do for podcast reels. And the reason we were behind is because you started the week off sick. And so I said to myself, you know what? This is the perfect excuse for me to basically say, screw it. It's a beautiful day. Let's just go home early. I'll take a walk with my wife when I get home. She gets off from work pretty early. But I didn't. I said, I'm not going to do the easy way. I'm going to fight through this resistance. And at 4:30 p.m., I just freaking mustered up the strength by myself. I told you to go for a walk, and I recorded the 2 podcast reels that I needed to do in order to finish my work week strong. And I can't tell you how amazing I felt and how much better I felt from doing that than if I decided to leave work early and go for a walk with my wife, because deep down I would have felt this sense of guilt, like I didn't do what I knew I needed to do. And I think what I'm really, really learning, and then I'll stop rambling, is that self-respect is more important than happiness. That's really what I'm learning, is that self-respect is everything.
Or self-respect leads to happiness.
True happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the IKEA principle, right? Basically, we find the furniture that we build and we struggle for so much more meaningful and makes us so much more happy when we look at it than the furniture that we get and gets delivered to our house and it's already done. It's like, okay, great, that's a great piece of furniture, and then you forget about it. But the one that took you hours to build is so much more meaningful, right?
Yeah, there's this concept that this psychologist came up with called the effort paradox. He says your brain hates hard work and finds its deepest meaning in hard work at the same exact time. So if you think about that, the thing your brain is trying to avoid is the same thing that makes you feel most alive. That is the paradox of being human.
Your brain's job is survival, but our job is to find meaning.
Right.
So those things aren't the same job, and it takes effort to override that brain.
Yeah. One other thing this made me think of is I've been playing a lot of video games, trying to unwind at night, trying to take our own podcast advice and not burn myself out. So I've been playing this game called God of War on PlayStation, and I was messing around in the settings the other day, and I went to this thing called gameplay settings, and they have a list of 50 toggles that you can click to make the game easier for yourself. And for example, one of them was during puzzles, if you click a button, it'll auto lock on exactly what you need to be looking at in the game and what you need to be focusing on. I'll tell you from experience, there are times where I take 1 to 2 hours trying to solve a puzzle in this game, and I was tempted to toggle that setting on to make it easier for myself. But then I once again caught myself about to take the easy trap, and I realized if I did that, the game would literally stop being fun. It would just be like watching a movie, basically. There would
Yeah.
be no interactivity, no struggle for me to be like rewarded from
Yeah.
playing the hard part of the game.
That's a good analogy. I going back to what you said though, it's really it's like you take the easy way now and you got the hard way later.
Yep.
You take the hard way now and it's a lot easier later.
Yeah.
And it really in this day and age, what it's really making me think of is the magic shot that
Oh yeah.
people are getting for weight loss now, right? And listen, there's some people that need it great, but I think more people that really don't need it and can make the taking the easy way out are going to pay a severe price down the line that we don't even see yet. And already studies have started to come out where it's like affecting their bone density and all
Yeah.
this stuff, right? So it's like that is the proof that you take the easy way now, you're just setting yourself up to have a hard time later. So do the hard
Going
thing.
controversial on the pod today. Might have just pissed some people off who are on the magic shot.
Well, listen, I think for some people it might be useful, but for a lot of people, it's probably just an easy way out.
As Jim Rohn likes to say in his sermons, don't wish for life to be easier, wish for you to be better. Let's wrap this up with not a call to action, but an anti call to action.
Yeah.
And it is to not fall into the quote unquote easy trap today.
Yeah.
Do not enter fuck it mode no matter how tempted you might be. You might be tempted to skip the gym, get takeout instead of making yourself a healthy meal, to have the beer, the soda instead of water, to skip one of your little habits like journaling today or
Yeah.
meditating or listening to music instead of the educational podcast or this podcast in the morning. Don't take any of those easy way outs.
And remember, momentum is a real thing here. So start your day by making that hard choice, and then making the hard choice the rest of the day becomes easy. But if you start your day going with that easy choice, then the rest of the day becomes really difficult.
Respect yourself.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you.